Hi everyone, welcome to my video. This video is Hello Goodbye. You know, I had a band back in the 1960s. It was called the Oak Cliff Beats. And we were doing so well, we were even fixing to go national. And my lead guitarist and my drummer, they heavily got into drugs. And they broke into a drugstore around midnight and were both arrested and placed in prison. It ended the band. My bass guitarist, Blue Stark, he went on ahead and left, and I saw him when he left. And I sat alone in my room looking at my guitar. I had a 59 Rickenbacker, and I just sat there looking at it. And I have a harmonica that I played quite a bit. It's what I call the one with a button, and I played this all back in the 1960s. And I never shall forget how things happened. And we used to do Beatles songs quite a bit. We put them in our act, and we got lots of attention by doing that. But when my band broke up, there was a song that came out that was extremely fitting for that time in my life, to my band members that had done so evil and wicked and wrong. It was the song by the Beatles called Hello Goodbye. And I sat alone in my room realizing that it was all over with. And I never shall forget, my dad came home and he closed the door in my bedroom, and he leaned up against the bedroom door looking at me. He didn't say anything for a while. I love my dad. He was my best friend. I miss him so much. He died of lung cancer in 1974. The doctors literally killed my dad. They hit him with such high radiation that it caused both of his lungs to explode in his chest, and my little daddy died screaming. But I'll never forget, my dad was standing there and he leaned back against the door. He had his hands against the door. He was leaning back like that. He looked around. He said, "Son," he said, "I heard about your band. I heard what happened." And he walked over to my bed and he laid $6 down on the bed. And he said, "This is for you to get a haircut with." And he said, "I want you to look for a job tomorrow." Well, he went on out of the room and shut the door. And I sat there for a while. I turned my amplifier to the wall, and I turned my guitar to the wall also. Then I got up and I took my guitar and I put it in the case and shoved it up underneath my bed. I picked up the $6 my dad had left on my bed, and I walked out the door and I found a barber shop and I got my hair cut. There was even enough for a couple of hamburgers, some fries, and 3 Cokes. So that is what happened. And I never shall forget. Hello, goodbye. Hit the like button, subscribe. Grandpa Hickory. I'll see you on the next video.